Hello, wonderful people. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please, if today is your first time of stopping by, you are welcome to my humble family. And to my old subscribers, thanks for staying and thanks for supporting your girl. So today, I'm coming to talk about process and the documentation or paperwork I have to do as a newcomer immediately I arrive in Japan, or before I can settle down in Japan. So this is what I'm going to talk about. So on my arrival at the airport, the immigration will hand over my resident card to me. Airport on your arrival. So guys, this is my resident card. This is how the resident cards look like. So this was the card which was handed over to me on my arrival at the airport. That is my first point. So the second point, I have to take this card to my city hall office. The city hall office where you reside or where you stay. City hall, which each and everyone living in Japan, their information is being there, whether you were a foreigner or you were a permanent resident, or you were a permanent resident, or you were a foreigner, or you were Japanese. All the information is there at the city hall. So I have to take this card to my city hall for them to write my house address behind this card. Behind this card. Yes. So after the city hall, I've written my address behind this card. My point is, I have to enroll myself in a health insurance. Yes, guys, you know our health is very important, and being in Japan, if you don't have a health insurance, it's gonna cost you a lot for you to get health treatment, because when you enroll yourself in the health insurance, the government is going to pay 70% of your hospital bill, and you pay 30% of your hospital bill. So it's good to register or enroll yourself in an health insurance, because anything can happen on your arrival. You might think you are fit, you have the strength, but you might not know what can happen along the way. You can even break down. So it's good to enroll myself in a health insurance, which is the most important thing in Japan. So after insurance process, my third point is, with this card, if I want to work in Japan, I have to take this card to the immigration for them to give me a work permit, for them to stamp the number of hours I have to work. Guys, if you don't send your resident card to the immigration to be stamped, or for you to do the number of hours you have to work according to your status, and you force yourself and go and work, if you be caught, you can be jailed or you can be deported back home. So it's good you have to take your resident card to the immigration for them to, then the hours you have to work, for them to stamp your resident card depending on your status, so that you know the kind of, so that you know the hours you have to work. So you might, if you are lucky, when you apply that day, you may be lucky to get it that day, and sometimes so it can take like 2 or 3 days for you to get your permit. So my fourth point is, I have to get a stamp. In Japan, never fill a form without having the stamp, because the stamp is what replace your signature. It's very hardly for you to see someone signing documents in Japan. They want the stamp they want it in a stamp form. So I have to look for where a stamp is being made, so that I went prepare my stamp. And the stamp Your first name or your last name will be used to prepare the stamp for you. Some to your full name will be to prepare the stamp for you. In my situation, this is how the stamps look like, guys. See, so my stamp, my full name was used for my stamp. Yes. So with this stamp, you can be able to process your documentation, whatever you want to do. But without this stamp, it will be hardly for you to process a document in Japan. Another point is, after me getting my stamp, I have to go to the application company. I proceed to get a SIM card, my SIM. So after getting my SIM, my next place to go is I have to go to the bank sector and open an account. Because in Japan here, if you don't have a bank account, it's very difficult for you to even because one, if you even get a job and you don't have a bank account, because most of the Japanese company pay your salary through the bank. So without you having a bank account, it's very hardly, because some would demand for your bank account. So I open an account. So you see, with this process too, if you don't have stamp, you can never create an account, because this stamp serves as important tool in processing your documentation and other stuffs. So I open an account. Yes, in Japan here we have a lot of background. We have the SMBC, we have the Mitsubishi, we have the Japan Post. The Japan Post is the most popular, like Japan Post. JP is the bank most of the foreigners and most of the Japanese people have. It's very common in Japan. Yes. So guys, it's good for you to know, because if you don't do all these things within 2 or 3 weeks on your arrival, if you don't take care, your stay will be frustrated. So it's better immediately you arrive, you have to do all this process so that you're able to stay and have a free mind. Yes, in staying in Japan. So come to the end of my video. Thank you so much for thanks so much for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and please turn on your post notification so that anytime I will post a video, you'll be the first person to watch my video. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Bye bye.